out looking for a place to do a pastel this morning. Sun's in my eyes here, which is a bit of a nuisance. I do like the idea of this track going down here on the left and the way the lane goes down here. You're painting into the sun here, which is a bit of a nuisance, but could be quite fun as well with colours. A lovely position here, looking right down this lovely road into the distance. This tree on the left framing it, and then one on the right over there I'm going to try and get in. So I've got to work my composition out carefully first. Got my favourite pastels, the unisons, with me. We're going to do the old English block and blend method today on pastel paper, on Ingres paper. Well, you don't get a much nicer situation than this, do you? Beautiful view here, and it's not too hot, but the cloud just coming over a bit. Once that sun comes through that cloud, it's going to be a lot brighter. We'll give it a go and see if we can get the atmosphere and the drawing of this. Well, the first and most difficult part is just to work out the composition here, because I've got to get everything in. And I'm going to use a light pastel, doesn't matter which colour really, but a light pink just to get me started. Try and make a frame with my fingers and just see how much I'm going to fit in. And that then carries on right through. I hope I can get it all in, because I do need to get the whole of this composition in to make this work. There we go. Well, I think I've got everything that I want to get in now there like that, but it's quite small scale, so I'm going to be working on little bits of colour here and there at this rate. Now we'll start with the sky, and I do want quite a pink sky actually, so blocking and blending I'm going to put this same pink right the way through here at the moment and block it in, blend it in. Blend, you see how it kills the pastel, so remember with pastel we need to put the last coats on freshly. We don't want to have fixative or smudged pastel. We want it clean and bright. You see how bright that is when I put it on, and don't smudge it. And that's what we need to have. We need to have fresh, bright pastel. And I don't want to lose my edges. Right, so that's ready now to start working my colours over. Very light blue, I mean. So I'm going to bring this pastel over here, right through and round this tree here. I'm going to blend that in again. I want to lose this pastel paper. Very rapid way to work with pastel. This blocking and blending I can turn paintings out in 10 minutes or so on a sunset when I really get going on this. So a lovely blending there. Now you see that I'm going to leave that pastel here as fresh. I don't want to change that at all. Blend that down and through and in, just scumbling over the surface lightly to get this beautiful effect of the broken colour, of one colour shining through another. And I don't know if I'm going to use a blue up the top here. I may use a warmer blue, but I might be better off actually using a pink on it to bring it back. There we go, we're getting that lovely light of the French sky against the turquoise. Just blend that. I know it's killing it back by blending it back, but I also want to keep a soft effect of tone here. So a little bit of very light green into the sky just there to play. Now, we've got light cream. It's almost a light white and yellow ochre. It's a very warm light cream. Just a little bit of that coming in the distance here. This French sky. It's a very Monet sky today. It comes up light here. And there we have a lovely light Monet sky. A tree to do yet. That's one of the beauties of pastel, of course. We can put light over dark. I'm just going to take a little bit of lighter colour. Just little bits of light. Right, distance here, and we've got blue greys, sky there. I need to go to a lighter pink to turquoise again, so I'll take the pink I was using earlier and just start to blend that across here a bit, to soften it down. Again, I'm blocking and blending. I'm just putting on my colour and then smudging it, and then I'm going back over again to give a bit of fresh colour. That goes all the way down, curves down to there. Double line of Maybe that track goes around there somewhere. I have to narrow this down a bit. I'm starting to squeeze things in so much to get the scale in. Put the lights around that in just a moment. Let's just get them blocked in and blended. And this is where you can start cutting into the lights with your darks. So I've got some darks in here now, and I want to start getting the effects of the lights against them with this horizon here. As the light comes in between and through these bits of tree and here. And once I can get all of these colours established, then I know I can really play, as I say, with the colour in the background here. And get the feeling of all of these leaves here without actually drawing them all in. Let me start to put the lights back in over the... This is a warmer green, just to get the feeling of the tree coming up closer to us. Just highlighting the ends of the branches. Lovely warm green. Look at the cooler one behind in just a moment. Blend it in at the moment to get the feeling of where we are. There's round bales here that I'm just going to start on. There, across here, and just here, and bring in some mid-warm greys. You don't see me work with pastel much, but I'm going to do a bit more, I think, coming weeks. And suddenly our picture starts to appear. It's great. Watch out for these colours. I mean, really look for colour. I'm trying to find in this straw bale not just straw colours, but the colours that actually are reflecting here. Warm to cool. It only takes one mark, just one mark, to suddenly change things. So if I take some really deep blue now, there's a shadow on the round bales in the background there. I've got 6 pastels in my hand to offload them. Let's start to look at these stronger colours here, going on behind here, giving highlights here and there. Now can we get this over here? There's this beautiful little curl of the... I don't think I'm going to get it light enough with that path, the road going into the distance there, and the way that the leaves are shining here, dots and dashes of leaves shining. So we're almost finished as a pastel. I mean, we could stop at that, but I want to bring up a bit more of the colours yet and play these cools against warms just a bit more on the lovely warms, cools that we've got here, yet haven't been fully explored yet. Yeah. Oui, c'est chaud, hein? Bien.
Voilà, vous êtes dans les ronces. Voilà, que c'est beau ça.
Si, voulez-vous regarder mes autres tableaux? Il y a une exposition à la papeterie Martineau.
Oui, oui.
8 artistes là. J'ai une grande exposition là. Je peins beaucoup maintenant avec le bon soleil, le bon météo.
Et votre appareil photo, monsieur, c'est...
Oui, oui, je filme. J'ai donné une carte. Avez-vous l'internet ici? Avez-vous un ordinateur avec l'internet?
Oui.
Oui. J'ai une carte ici. J'ai beaucoup de films en YouTube. 600 films.
Yes.
Je filme ici la nature, la pêche, les papillons.
Ah, vous êtes à la Renaud-Champ?
Oui, oui, juste ici. Juste téléphone.
Ok, good. Bye.
Good day.
Au revoir. The difference between the warms and cools to get the foreground effects as well. Adding more warmth up to here. Got some beautiful little yellow flowers I haven't put in yet. I think I don't want to overdo them, but they are here. Just coming in cools into the leaves here. A little bit of black into the foreground. Just to start bringing out these. There's some lovely seed heads that are growing here. Now, do I need to do much more with that? Maybe a few little highlights of greens in the background, that's all I can see. Maybe a little bit more cream just under there as well, we'll see in a moment. And those beautiful unison pastels, which are so fun to use. So there we go, a little bright pastel. So I hope to do a few more on watercolour paper of this lovely view here, which we've got in completely. Just what a pleasure to do. Well, there we are then, finished piece, our first pastel this season. I'm getting more pastel paper, so I'm going to have to use water and pastel in the future, but I do love working with pastel, especially with these unisons, they're lovely.